Welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I just had this stupid thing and it's disappeared already. What is wrong with me? It was on the page, so if I had just gone to the page I would have found it. Okay, we are on week 10, hashtag 2023 CWP10. CWP means Collage Weekly Planner. This is hosted by Marguerite Miller, and you can find prompts at, I think the shop is Mellow Miller. I'll try to link it down below. I've had one person ask me, so I really need to start linking it. All right, something related to a sport, which would be pretty much everything in my pile now, but the first thing I came up with was fans, sports fans, gate or a fence, but they were kind of sitting on a fence. But when I think of fence, I think of back home with the stone wall fences kind of a deal up in New England that I love, so I got that. A line of poetry or a song. Take me out to the ball game, so root, root, root for the home team. Root, root, root for the home team. So there's the line from a song. An old sticky note. Well, I mean, if you're going to go really old, an old sticky note was a piece of paper with tape. I aged the tape just for fun. And then numbers. Oh, I forgot numbers. So I've got numbers from the old Fenway. And then also some Tim Holtz numbers if I want them. And bonus is something starts with the letter C, but I don't do the bonus unless I want to. And I don't know if I want to. So let's start with some background. I like the green in the background works for me. Also, well, I could just do them like here, sideways, and they'll take up like no space at all. Let's see, if I do them sideways, and I've got them on the stone wall, which needs to come down some, and there's like no room for any of the other stuff to show. So we're going to go across 2 pages, because they're 2 short pages. So let's do that. I do want to have some kind of interest or something in the background. So I think we just start with this across here, if we can fold it. Let's see, I will glue it on, but I'm going to glue it on as at least partial pocket. So this part here to here will be a pocket, and that will give me a place to put my prompts, because I'm weird and I like to hide my prompts. I mean, I don't think that's weird. A lot of people just put their prompts right on the page. I don't. Alright, and we go ahead and put our stone fence, wall fence. I don't know. They used to just use stones from the ground and use them to show where the border was on properties. But we have a lot of them up in New England, so that's why I like it. Alright, and see, might just kind of come across, do that like a tab maybe. Yeah, I think I will. We'll ink it a little bit. I hope everybody is doing well. I do look on Instagram at the prompt each week, so I can see what everybody's done and try to like everybody. And unless you're late, I might miss it because I don't, I might not always remember to go back after the week, since there's a different prompt for each week. I gotta find something for that kid to hold. I think the root for the home team is going to be too big, so I want to find something. Kind of like how that green and that green kind of coordinate nicely. And then we've got oh, root for the home team. Where did that go? Let's see. These guys are going to sit on the wall. I kept their little bench they were sitting on, so I wouldn't have to worry about if the top of the wall was straight or not. Alright, and then we can stick that up there. That'll work. That will work. Just ink the edges just because I want to. that's always optional, whether you're doing glue book or junk journaling or art journaling. The inking is totally optional. So I want to have my background down before I put the boys on. There might be, I don't know if they're all boys. I couldn't tell for sure. This might be a fun. Well, I'm going to want something. See, his leg is cut off there, so I might want to use that as a tab over there to be like, yeah, his leg's not. Just pretend his leg's behind that. Maybe. Or I might put this, because I've got this overlap here, which is not the prettiest thing in the world. So, what if I kind of I need the numbers to show. We need to see that Boston was winning in that particular game, because you know that doesn't happen all the time. Alright, let's see. Just use an art glitter glue because it's faster and a little less messy, as far as I don't have to have the glue book out and whatnot. So, and I am a little bit ahead on the, I don't know. Once I start looking at the weeks and the prompts, oh shoot, I forgot to cover, oh wait, his leg will have to get covered with something else. Alright, oh my goodness, seriously, is that it? Yes, that is bigger than I realized. Okay, that can come off the page a little bit. See, that would have been good over here to cover up that part, wouldn't it? Sorry, it's going to go over here. Am I going to cover it? Yeah, I think I'm going to, alright, so I can go ahead and glue them on. I think everything else is going to get on the top part. It's a nice thing about, you know, I've got papers in the background that will work, you know, I don't have to cover them every time. So I like the green and the blue. Works for me. That's a lot of glue. You probably don't need quite that much glue. See, I gotta get something. His hands are up in the air, and I kind of want to put something in his hands, but I don't know what yet. And then this, I should have put over that part of him, but that's okay. We'll find something else. All right, this is gonna go right here. Take me out to the ball. Didn't I already do this? I already did this. Why am I doing it again? Take me out to the game. Buy me some crackers. Wait, pickles. Buy me some. What are we buying again? Sing it loud. Popcorn and Cracker Jacks. That doesn't sound right. I don't care if we never get back, 'cause it's root for the home team. And that will be your earworm, because I don't know if I can't remember the rest of the words. Alright, root. And we still have some numbers to add somewhere, which their feet kind of cut off, so I think there would be a good place for the numbers. And then, because you know, it's a picture. Pictures sometimes cut off, and you're stuck with whatever you're stuck with. Okay, so there's our numbers, and then I want to do something. I mean, their admission is not going to be pink, is it? We've got a little red up here, a little red down here. We might want a little pop of red. I don't like the numbers with the numbers. We might want a little pop of red somewhere. Nope, that's too big. Oh my goodness. Do I have any red clusters? I don't know. Let's look at our clusters really fast, because there might be something that could work on the end there. Hoping for something with a little pop of red that is maybe not too. Alright, that has a number. It does have some flowers, but it has more numbers. That's a possibility. Small orange. Let's see. Although a baseball might be fun too, because it would have a little bit of red. That has some dark. I don't know. We'll leave it out to the side just in case. I just kind of wanted that third piece of red somewhere, but that's all right. Might not be, that doesn't work. All right. I'm just showing off my snippets now, aren't I? Let's see, anything red, 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 and not too big. A little long, but not super. Not seeing anything here. Which is the ones I just went through? That one. All right, let's look here real quick. We probably don't want doily. That's orange. The owl has a little bit of red. That has a little bit of red. It's a rose, but that's not that big a deal. I'm more about just a little third piece of red. Nope, 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 nope. Not working for me, not working for me. All right. So like a piece of red, which also, or some, it doesn't have to be red, but see, you know, with the red, red. Could put my red up here even. That does not work. This, it's not horrible because it's got the green, has a little bit of red. I don't hate that. What about that one? That's nice and grungy. Gotta come up. Oh, see, I wish, I'd like the blue to show a little bit, so I guess maybe come up. Still not gonna show unless I do this. With the tiniest, see, because it's got the same blue as here. Who knew? So there's a little bit of red in this, even though this is a darker burgundy. I just, you know, need to hide the fact that his leg's cut off right there. So that, or I think I like the darker one. What about this blue? That's not long enough. So, but I like that one. That's the one I like. And I like stuff sticking off the page, so that's fine too. We got just that little bit of blue showing. So yeah, blue, blue. So if we wanted to put a little bit of blue up here, what? I don't know. I've got this piece here, and I still need something to put this on, maybe. All right. Where'd my, there it is. Usually cut off the, make it small as I can, I guess. Nothing wrong with the pretty line she puts on there. Oh, and if you're wondering how I get the backgrounds on mine, it's because I printed them that way. You could always take paper you already have and just print your prompts on the paper, and that way you'll have it with a background. You can even just take some scrap paper that is fairly neutral. Or you can print out a digital and then just print it back through again. There, just have that sticking out like that. So you have blue, 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 red, red, red. And the rest is mostly green and whatnot. So, did we get everything? Something related to a sport, I think we're covered. I mean, the sports fans is what I started out with. A gate or a fence, I'm calling this a fence. Line of song or poetry, there's the line of a song. Numbers, we got our numbers. An old sticky note, to me, an old sticky note is a piece of paper with a piece of tape. Because that's how we used to stick notes. And then I didn't do the bonus, which would be something that starts with C, which is cluster. I did the bonus, but not on purpose. Something that starts with C. So there we go. See, I didn't even do a fancy tag. I just glued it on the back of a piece of paper and stuck it into a pocket. So that is week 10 in the books. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you. Just do a little flip through real fast, in case you haven't been out keeping up with them. And then if you want to go back and watch them, you can. Totes, totes, totes. Bye again.